It's time to take another look at one of our favorite coins on this channel, Luna, which sits on the Terra blockchain. We're going to do some technical analysis and make some price predictions. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here, back with another crypto video, and as you just heard, we're going to take another look at Luna, one of my favorite coins at the moment. Perform our usual technical analysis, make some price predictions on where we're going to see the coin go within the next few days, weeks and months. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. I appreciate it a lot, and subscribe if you want to see more of this sort of content. We cover crypto, stocks, investing and wealth management, so if that tickles your fancy, make sure you subscribe. I'd also love to know whether you hold Luna or you're looking at getting to Luna in the comments section below. So without further ado, let's get straight into some technical analysis. As always, guys, welcome to CoinSpot, and if you want to buy any cryptos including Luna, I have a referral link down in the description of that video for you to sign up to CoinSpot. But let's take a look at this Luna chart, and as you can see, over the past few days we have been seeing something really nice, an increase in the value of Luna, which is nice considering that the overall crypto market is actually recovering as well. So pretty happy about that. You can see effectively we had a nice little channel formed there, a nice little breach up here at the top. Unfortunately, it did happen to fail, but that's okay. And we're seeing even on the volume where there is red days, red hours, I suppose, it's the hourly chart, we are not seeing a insane drop in the value of the coin. And this is a positive sign. We're still seeing, after a big dump, an increase in the value. That means the buying is significantly stronger than the selling. So that is awesome. Let's just zoom out a bit more and just see what's going on. Now, obviously, we bottomed out over here. Let me just drag us straight to this point. We were unsure if this was going to be our bottom last time we checked, but it does seem like that is the case. And that was at $5.44 roughly, so that is pretty good. So basically what we can do now is mark this point. I'm not going to mark the very base. I'm going to use this point to show we have a solid level of support from this point. And moving across, you can see it's really not actually even anywhere close to this now. We've in fact, since that point, almost doubled in value, going from roughly $5.40 up to now where we're currently sitting at $9.19. So that is great. We have seen effectively since that point an 80% return. If you manage to get in at this stage, well done. You have managed to pick the bottom, it looks like, and basically almost double your money within the space of a couple of days. In fact, you would have done so up here at this point. So that is fantastic, but where does this leave us? Well, this isn't actually the only point of support. We can see that another one has in fact formed at this section here. We can see plenty of price action has occurred in these points in recent history and just here as well. And we've really bounced off that support and transitioned into a lovely short-term uptrend, as you can see, which is good news for us. Now, if we want to keep moving, where do we have to go? Well, basically what we're looking for now is that point of resistance which we need to breach. And to me, it looks like in the near term, that point is going to be up here where we tried to break through previously at $9.60. So let's just chuck in a line there, make sure we can see exactly what has been going on. And yep, as you can see, effectively we tested that point, which is at the top end of our channel. Real hard point of resistance there. Unfortunately, it bounced, but then it continued its trend back up again, and hopefully we start seeing it go in this sort of a direction in the near future, continuing in the channel. That's the main thing now. We've grown a bit of momentum and we want to maintain that momentum. So effectively $9.60 breaking that point is our target, and it looks like that is going to occur in the relatively near future, which is positive. If not, what's going to happen? Well, effectively we're going to see a couple of different scenarios. Let's just bring this up here. Let's join up our points. Really, we're going to see it probably test again, and I'm expecting it though to come back down and keep trading sideways, and gradually we're going to get tighter and tighter and tighter. And pending nothing goes wrong in the crypto world, we should see a breach right about here, and it goes in this sort of a direction upwards, which would be fantastic. So if we do manage to break through this point, what is our price target? Well, zooming out, trying to gather a bit more info, it's a bit hard. Like, it looks like maybe $15. I don't think we get that high, a bit lower. Let's actually go to the daily, because I think just for that sort of context, this will be much easier to determine. So you can see all our TA down there still is sitting there, and I really think that the point we want to focus on getting through is likely around here, just given the sheer amount of price action that has occurred. In fact, as you can see right here at about almost $13, we're looking at another point of resistance, just purely due to the sheer amount of price action that has occurred roughly there and here as well. A few days worth of trading at those points. So effectively for us, they are going to be really key points. Now, I just want to involve another factor, and that factor is going to be the moving average. And in fact, we're going to be looking at two of them. So there's one, there's two. I want to be looking at, for us now, the 50-day moving average. So I'll chuck that one in there, as you can see, and the 200-day moving average. Bit longer term. I love to look long term. Now, it's interesting to note that it only starts here just due to the lack of data. That's fine. But effectively, that is going to act once again as another point of resistance. So this point right here where we are at now is critical. We want to break that point. And something we don't want to see is for this moving average to drop, I suppose, go above the shorter term moving average up there. Hopefully we see this get breached, we start to trend upwards, and then as a result, this line here does not go down through it. Unfortunately, if it did, that would be known as a death cross. In fact, what I'm going to do is actually put on the 20-day moving average, give us a bit more short-term perspective. So yes, as you can see, that sort of situation occurred right there where we saw that massive candle. This is called a death cross because the short-term moving average has crossed through the longer-term moving average, and as a result, we started trending in a downwards direction. That's my poor version of an arrow, but this is really obvious due to the fact that we've got this huge candle. And that's when Bitcoin dropped, guys. So obviously everyone and every single coin has been affected by that, the entire crypto market, and we're looking for recovery. So if we can get this purple line to start trending upwards, that would be ideal. And hopefully what will really mark a significant point is if we can, cross this line here, something like that. That will indicate for us that the trend has in fact actually changed. We're still at a point of uncertainty, obviously, given the fact that we're still trading within this range, but it's good. We're consolidating. It is nice to see. Deleting those as well, let's just take a brief look at the MACD. And in fact, you can see something positive has occurred. You can see that the short-term moving average on here has crossed above the long-term one. So now we're going to see an increase in green days moving forward. Based on history, I suspect we're going to see a few days, maybe even over a week's worth of this. If we can trend up for a week and try and aim for this as our target, and this is what I'm going to mark as our target now, guys, roughly about, $12, $13, $14. If we could breach, $14 within the next week or so, that would be huge for the coin. But obviously we've got our first target here, which is sitting at about $9.60. So that is going to be my price target for us at the moment, guys. Breach the 960 and then aim for this point roughly at $12.90. If we can do that, happy days. And I think we can, as long as the crypto market does not fall over. That wraps up my analysis for Luna today, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you leave a like if you did and subscribe for more of this sort of content. As I mentioned, we cover all things crypto as well as stocks, investing and wealth management in general. So if that tickles your fancy, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications. Remember to leave as well your thoughts and whether you hold Luna down in the comments section below. And with that, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.